As our children come forward, we invite you to share a word of greeting with your neighbors.
Good morning. It's so good to see your faces here this morning. I have a question for you. Can anybody tell me what holiday is coming up this week? I bet you know. Yeah, do you know? It's Thanksgiving. All right. And Christmas is coming too, but first this week, I know we're so excited about Christmas. I'm excited too, and it's coming up soon. But first this week, we're gonna celebrate Thanksgiving together. Now, how many of you have the tradition in your family of having a big meal together on Thanksgiving? Do you do that? Okay, so I have another question for you. In your family, who usually does the most work to get ready for that meal? Who does the work? Who do you think? Do you think it's me? I don't think it is me. Do you think it's me? Maybe we kind of share it, right? How about other people? Who does the most work in your? Sometimes mom or dad, yeah, or is anybody else involved? Grandmas, yeah. How many of you help? Do you guys help make the meal? Does anybody help? It's a lot of work to make a big Thanksgiving meal like that, right? Do you guys always remember to say thank you to the people who did all the work for the meal? Yeah? It's important to remember to say thank you, right? Today, we're gonna read a story that reminds us about some of the people who do all the work so that we can have those meals that we don't always remember to stop to think about. So I think there are more people involved in all the work than we remember sometimes. So let's look at this story. It's called Before We Eat. As we sit around this table, let's give thanks as we are able to all the folks we'll never meet who helped provide the food we eat. They plowed the ground and planted seeds. Tended fields, removed the weeds. They picked the food at harvest time, working in the heat and grime. They grazed the cattle, fed the sows, gathered eggs and milked the cows. They fished from boats out on the seas, raised the wheat and nuts and honeybees. Thank the ones who packed the crates, sorted boxes, and checked the weights. Thank the drivers on the road in their trucks with heavy loads. And all the clerks at all the stores who did the grocery selling chores. Thank the ones who bought this food, the ones who teach us gratitude. Sitting at this meal we share, we are grateful and aware, sending thanks upon the air to all those workers everywhere. So this week, when you sit down with your family, and I bet you're gonna remember to say thank you to your grandmas and your moms and your dads, the people in your house who made that meal, and maybe to yourself if you helped. Let's take a minute to think about all the people who came before that to make it possible for us to sit together and share that meal. Did you say? Oh, so you're thinking about the pilgrims? Yeah, that's a good point to remember. But this is people right now today, the people who are farming the food and driving the food in trucks and selling it in the grocery store so it can get to our tables. But that's a good memory too. Okay, let's share a prayer together before we go to church school. Dear God, we thank you for Thanksgiving. We thank you for our families and all the people in our household who work hard in our own kitchens to get that delicious meal on the table. But we thank you also for the farmers and the truck drivers and the people who pack the boxes and who sell it to us in the grocery stores, all the people along the way who make it possible for us to share that meal together. In your name, amen. Okay, you can head to the back for church school. Thank you.
Things